and welcome back for more Let's Play Ratchet Clank Tools of Destruction. I am Decepticon Rampage, and it's time to explore the Hall of Knowledge. It's so wonderful to have access to all of these tools from previous games, because if you have watched my previous Let's Plays in the Ratchet Clank series, and if you have, thank you very much. Oh, hello, thing. Hi. Oh, hey, it upgraded again. Haha. Anyway, yeah, thank you if you have watched them. But you know how much I hated the swimming sections in the previous games because they're bullshit. But yeah, especially like in the first one, before you had a rebreather and whatnot. Oh, it's a timed thing.
Attention citizen. The knowledge in this hall is protected by traps and puzzles so deviously complex that they will fuse your neural pathways should you even attempt them. For your own safety, turn back immediately.
Yeah. Haha, I win. But yeah, that was something I definitely was not a fan of in previous game. In just really that first game, it was just those sections where it's like, oh, I'm timed and all these other things. It's like, no, I don't want to. That's the reason why people don't like underwater sections in games. It's like just the concept of having, where you have an entirely different kind of control scheme, where you're dealing with movement in a full 3D space. Where because when you're on the ground, you can only move within, basically, you're moving in a three-dimensional space, but you don't have control of your altitude. Where here, you do. Oh, what are these jelly things? Hi, jelly things. It's the Jelly Man. Man, I haven't watched Finding Nemo in a long time. Maybe watch that again. It is a great movie. Unless you're CinemaSins. Man, I don't know. I'm just not a... I mean, sure. For some things, it's fine. But I feel like they do certain movies just because, hey, let's just nitpick the hell out of this movie just so we can make a video. That's why I just don't like most of a lot of the ones I see is like it's just not enjoyable. It's one thing when you take like, oh, I don't know, a terrible movie like Dragon Ball Evolution, and you make no, come back. Oh, no. Oh, hey, I made it. Yay. Yeah. You take a movie like that's absolutely terrible in every possible way. Or like, oh, I don't know, Avatar, The Last Airbender, from director M. Night Shyamalan. Oh no, there was Raritanium up there. God damn it. But when you take something like Finding Nemo, or I don't know, Guardians of the Galaxy, something like that. Something that actually is a good movie, and you literally are just nitpicking the hell out of it to make, hey, look at that. We can make, bullshit claims about a lot of this stuff. It's like, I saw one of the things on, what was it? Oh yeah, on the Finding Nemo one. Yeah, no offense if you do very much enjoy the CinemaSins, everything wrong with videos, and it's similar thing to like the Screen Junkies Honest Trailers. I really like the Honest Trailers. Oh, there's a cutscene.
Great, we're trapped. So why did we come here again? Clank?
Planet Fastoon. Interesting.
Why?
Well, according to the database, it is a Lombax planet.
A Lombax planet, you say?
Download the coordinates. We'll take the escape pod.
But Ratchet, the database also says...
Look, there's no time. Come on.
We saw more of a cutscene here? Okay. So, anyway, like I said, I enjoy the honest trailers because you feel like with those they don't take it as seriously, you know, it doesn't feel as nitpickish. It's just like, you know, it just kind of like tells it as it is. And a lot of times it's like, it's just because it's, you know, it's something ridiculous. But with Finding Nemo, there was a spot on there where it was like, oh, here, it's,
4. Oops. 3, 2, 1.
It mentioned about like how all these marine creatures communicate, and they all speak English. It's like, it's a freaking kids movie. And there is a suspension of disbelief there that you have to account for. It's like, no, something like that. It's a little ridiculous to like call a movie out on that when it's a freaking kids movie that doesn't need these things explained. It just exists. It's like, why are they talking in the first place? I don't know.
Where is everyone?
I tried to tell you, Ratchet. The database said this planet was deserted ages ago.
Clank, you see that? It's an old ship.
Very old, it would seem.
We have to fix her.
Ratchet, we must be practical. Tachyon will find the pod's flight codes. He will be here any minute.
Clank, please. I need to fix her.
Oh, very well.
A virtual diagnostic of this spacecraft confirms 6 missing components necessary for intergalactic travel.
All right, 6 missing components. Anyway, but yeah, that thing, it just kind of rubbed me the wrong way. It's like, why go out of your way to belittle these movies that are like beloved? I mean, hey, you know what? There's plenty of things where it's like, okay, you know, like I mentioned, Dragon Ball Evolution or Avatar, or hell, any of the 4 Transformers movies. You can, you know, feel free, you know, belittle those as much as possible because they're not good movies. I mean, hell, I'm a huge Transformers fan, and while I find the Transformers movies entertaining, they're not good movies by any stretch of the mind. Not even. But just because they're not good movies doesn't mean that they're not enjoyable. A movie doesn't have to be an absolute masterpiece in order to warrant watching it. And likewise, hey, some absolutely fantastic movies. Hey, you know what? Sometimes those, hey, as good as they are, you know, there's just times when it's not the kind of movie that I have any desire to watch. For instance, like American Sniper. I have zero interest in seeing that movie. You know, it doesn't really appeal to me, is basically the case there. And, you know, sorry if that, you know, if anyone's offended by the fact that I don't have any desire to watch that movie, but, you know, that's my opinion, and I'm allowed to have one of those. But again, you know, it's not like I'm going to go out of my way to, you know, to talk bad about it. Like I said, I'm considering the fact that I haven't seen it, and it's just not something that appeals to me. So I have no qualms against it. It's just not something that I personally care to watch. It doesn't fit what I want to see. Very similar, like recently, you know, I know the new Mad Max movie is gaining like praise in, you know, like crazy, and you know, and that's cool. But I honestly don't have any desire to watch it. I mean, I may watch it when it releases on Blu-ray, but I have no desire to watch it in the theater. there's enough movies I'm going to see in the theater already this year, or this summer, that I don't really need to add another one. Especially because there's probably some of those that I would like to see more than once, and you know, you can only go to the movies just so many times before it gets like really expensive. So, why am I standing on him? Oh, aha. Alrighty. But yeah, again, you know, it's just my opinion, and you know, what in regards to what appeals to me. I think it's kind of the same way with the internet. I mean, I'll give you another example of my own choosing of something, you know, franchise based that that I have no desire to see and or comment on, really, and that's like the Call of Duty franchise. And I'll give you another example, the Assassin's Creed franchise. While for what they are, they're fine games, but they're just ones that I don't personally care about. Same thing with The Witcher. I tried playing the second one in the series, and I don't know, I just couldn't get into it. I didn't care for the combat system. It's kind of the same. I think for a lot of the same reasons as I don't really care for the Souls games, Dark Souls and like Demon Souls 1 and 2 and Demon Souls and Dark Souls 1 and 2. Those games were ones I've never gotten into. I tried playing Demon Souls at one point, and I don't know, I just couldn't get into it. I don't think it was like a barrier of entry kind of thing, because I mean, I consider myself pretty good at, I'm fairly good at video games, but it was just something that was like, it's just not really for me. I think I heard it stated, oh hey, look, I found a thing. I was recently watching the most recent episode of Deadlock on the Game Theorist channel, and they were doing one about the Dark Souls franchise, and I mean, while I don't think it was weighing the pros and cons of the series, and like, is it a good game? It's like, it's a good game, it's just not something that I personally care about. And while there's I'm sure people that are like, you have to like this franchise that I like. Like, no, I actually don't. It's not necessary to like all the same things, as much as people like to think so. Yeah, it's not necessary. Everyone can have their own opinions on games and movies and their own taste in music and whatnot, and that's fine. That's what makes people unique. But when it comes to my own likes and dislikes about stuff, I'm going to play and watch and listen to what I enjoy. And I couldn't, I'm not going to put down anyone's opinion on something, but if it's not something that I think I'm going to enjoy, well, then it's not something I'm going to enjoy, and I have no need to like it if it's not something that I will enjoy. Where in the hell am I supposed to go? I'm just going around in a giant circle. I thought it was up there, but how do I get up there? I thought I'd found the way out, and then it's like, no, this just goes back to where I started. First person mode. Well, it's not actually first person mode, but well, I have a feeling there's supposed to be something over here. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I had this strange feeling that the last time I played this game, I seem to remember getting stuck in the same spot. I'm like, where do I go? I don't understand. Anyway, yeah, so at that point we have 2 of our 6 components that we need. And we're at a decent time. I think we're going to go ahead and call that an episode for now. So, thank you guys for watching this installment of Let's Play Ratchet & Clank Tools of Destruction. I have been Decepticon Rampage, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye!